Nebraska recruiting has made another big swing by going after one of the best edge rushers in the country, top 100 prospect out of Kansas. So in today's video, I'm going to break down who this guy is, what he brings to the table, what's his interest in Nebraska, and then I'm going to answer the question, will he end up committing to Nebraska or will he go with his second choice, Alabama? So really quick, before we dive into it, make sure to smash that like button if you're going to enjoy following Nebraska recruiting this summer, along with subscribing to the channel. I'm going to be posting a video about Nebraska football, Nebraska recruiting, Nebraska rumors every single day this summer. So if you want to stay up to date with all of that, hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's jump into it. Talking about this prospect, and he goes by the name of Dawson Merritt out of Stillwell, Kansas, 4-star linebacker / edge rusher, listed according to 24/7 as the 60th best recruit in the country, listed at 6'3", 215. And you look at the offer list, not only is Nebraska in the mix, but Alabama, Michigan, Oklahoma, USC, Washington, Florida State, Miami, everybody in the country wants this guy, and there's good reason to it. Let's just dive into what he is as a player. He's super athletic. That just pops off the screen when you're watching him on film. He can play all over the defense. You would feel comfortable putting him at inside linebacker, as the Mike, as the Will, as the Jack. You'd feel comfortable just putting him on the D-line, have a hand in the dirt, purely pass rushing, or you'd even put him even in the secondary. You'd feel comfortable with him there as well, but just because he's a jack of all trades, he's a guy who can do anything for your defense. That's what Matt Rhule looks for. That's what Tony White loves in their linebackers. Some more things about him on the field. He plays with really good discipline and control. Again, he's just a freak athlete, really good speed, really good size, really good frame, very naturally gifted. Last year in his junior campaign, had 7 sacks, a total of 83 tackles on the year. And man, he's just a high impact player, and a lot of people project that he's going to be, the second he gets on campus for any program, he'll be in the mix to start from day one. So he's the real deal, almost a 5-star prospect. What's the interest there in Nebraska? Why is Nebraska so close to landing his talents? Now, he's been on campus multiple times. Most recently, he was here for the spring game, and he absolutely loved it. As always, he loved the fan presence, the fact that there were 60,000 people inside Memorial Stadium for a spring game. He said it was different. And he also loved being around the coaches, meeting them once again, talking to them. He said, and I quote, "Nebraska is a top school for me because of the fact that I feel connected with the coaching staff. I really love Dvorak, which is our linebacker coach, Evan Cooper, Matt Rhule, and Tony White. What stands out is that I talked to 5+ coaches there, unlike other schools." Again, that just goes back to Nebraska and their coaching connections, and they're trying to get him back on campus all the time, and he is very close to committing. Another quick note about him is that his dad has been very vocal on social media about his love for Nebraska. His dad has connections with Matt Rhule. So his dad is the DB coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pretty big deal. And he wants to send his son to a school that he feels comfortable will develop him and will take him to the next level. Now, Matt Rhule was obviously a head coach in the NFL. He knows what it takes. He knows how to get guys there. That's very important, and that's something that his dad recognizes. And it should be mentioned that Dawson Merritt, he's from Kansas. The other school that we're going to get into, Alabama, they're very far away. You know, Nebraska's trying to recruit regionally. They're trying to say, hey, it'll be a lot easier for your family to go to these ball games if they just have to drive up to Nebraska rather than taking a flight over to Tuscaloosa every other weekend. So, man, that is a big selling point. But let's talk about whether or not Nebraska will land him. It was announced on social media about a week ago that it is officially a 2-horse race. He is down to 2 schools, Nebraska in Alabama, one of the best teams in the country. Now, the Crimson Tide, they've been pushing hard. He has an official visit coming up in Tuscaloosa on June 7th. But with that being said, I actually like Nebraska's odds. I think we have about a 65% chance of landing him. And it all goes back to 4 reasons. Number 1, the fan presence for Nebraska is different. Dawson Merritt posted on social media, Nebraska fans, what's going on? Then the next post was Alabama fans, what's going on? The Nebraska tweet got about 5,000 likes. The Alabama one barely reached 1,000, right? The fan presence for Nebraska is so much better than it is at Alabama, and recruits really gravitate towards that. Number 2, we're going back to the proximity to home thing, right? His dad coaches for the Chiefs. It is hard for him to go to Tuscaloosa every weekend, right? It's a lot easier for him to drive up to Lincoln, then drive back down, get ready for the Chiefs game. So That proximity to home thing is very big. Number 3, the Matt Rhule parent connection. To talk about the fact that Matt Rhule's in the NFL. He knows his dad. He feels comfortable. His dad feels comfortable with sending his kid over to a program that he knows that will take him to the NFL. And then number 4, it's all about being a part of something different. Okay, Dawson Merritt can go over to Alabama and just be another guy, right? And be a really good edge rusher. Okay, and that's fine and dandy. But instead, he has another option. Go to Nebraska, go to the NFL, but be different. Do something different. Rebuild a program that has so much history, so much legacy. You're going to be a fan favorite forever. Again, recruits love that, and I think he does too. So for those 4 reasons, I think Dawson Merritt will become a Cornhusker. He's going to commit very soon, guys. He has an official visit in Alabama in about a week. And then after that, I can expect to see commitment around mid-June, even late June. And we will see whether or not he's a Cornhusker or part of the Crimson Tide. So let me know down below, are you excited about the addition of Dawson Merritt? And really quick, I know there's going to be questions. Yes, I'm graduating high school, so got the cords on today. I have a ceremony, so after I'm recording this video. But again, let me know that down below in the comment section. Hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.